What's up, everybody? I'm sorry about the hair. I'm going through like this weird phase because I'm growing it out. So, pardon me. Plus, I'm doing this video at I do these videos sometime at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, bear with me. Okay, so I got a cool list for you, alright? Since lately I've been kind of dating, going out, seeing other women, testing the waters. But in the same time, what I do is I test the fragrances, and report back to you guys, right? And I think that's a good way of doing it. Every single fragrance that I'm going to mention, affordable fragrance on this list, all of them never failed by performance. Compliment factor is there 120%. Most of you, if you watch my channel, and you're a frag head, you probably have one of these fragrances. If you do, comment down below. It helps. It helps the new guy. You know what I mean? Get into. Know what to get to narrow it down. There's only 5. I always keep my list top 5s. I think it's easier to narrow it down for you because after 5 it just gets confusing. Like, what do I want? What do I want? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to save you time and money by doing this. So again, one more thing I want to mention: these don't hardly get talked about with amongst like higher channels. They do get talked about, but they get once in the blue moon, they'll probably touch base on these fragrances, which is good for people like me and my channel. It leaves us room to grow and to talk about fragrances instead of I can do high-end fragrances. I have 3 rows of your Hawas, this and that. But what I'm seeing in the fragrance world is it's the same thing, same to me, boring fragrances because everybody and their fathers wears these, and it seems like other reviewers, I'm not saying any names, other reviewers would talk about the same fragrance, but then talk about that same other fragrance on the next video, but just switch it around. But then if you look at it, it's the same video. So I think it just looks like they're just talking about the same thing. But I like it. I just like talking about these affordable ones because there's room. They're interesting. There's room for them to be interesting, and you guys like them. So my whole channel is my first thing. I do talk about high-end fragrances, but my first thing is what you guys want. And I know you guys like the stores and the affordable fragrances, and I love those too because these are the ones that helped me start this channel. If you go back, my top views are on some of these affordable fragrances. So that's my first priority. But we will get, if you want me to, we will get into high-end fragrances down the road. Okay. Let's start. I got 2 honorable mentions. These are literally, I think they were in my last year's affordable date list. So again, they don't, they're not bad or anything for being in honorable mention. They're almost cool neck to neck, but I just prefer these because they're some of these are newer, I never tried, and they just crazy. I will drop the video on 2 reactions, female reaction on 2 of these on this list. So let's just get into it. I don't want to bore you. Okay, the honorable mention, I'm just gonna do. Okay, the first one is Halloween Mansion. Honorable mention. This is this is a great fragrance if you don't want to own like Caroline Herrera, you don't want to own like JPJ LaMille and the other fragrance, because it's those fragrances into one. This is a hidden, doesn't get, oh yeah, and it has a little bit of the Louis Delhomme YSL. So those three fragrances, it doesn't get talked about, like unless if I talk about it or somebody like somebody like my channel talks about it that has a deep passion for these affordable. Almost some of them are beast mode, but this one is okay. The performance is super great for if you take in the price factor. Okay, last I wore this, I got so many compliments from guys, girls. That's the least of your worries, you know. Uh, Actually, you don't have nothing to worry about with this one. So this one is a great date fragrance or clubbing fragrance, or just going out having fun at on the town, you know, at night, Saturday night or something. So that's that. Another one, some people would say it's not a date fragrance or blah blah blah. I say bullshit because I wore this a few times on dates, and women absolutely adored it. Like the smell, just loved it. It just drives women crazy. I only had one, I wouldn't say negative compliment. It's more of a funny compliment. But that fragrance is Halloween, man. I'm still stuck on Halloween, man, because it's so good. No, Ferragamo F Black. The comment that was funny, the what was it? The compliment that was funny. I'm sorry. She was like, "You smell like baby powder," which it does. It is a powder bomb, and I still laugh about that till this day. But that's not negative. That's not. I mean, everybody that smells this fragrance, just, oh my god, I wore this. Where did I wear this? I wore it a few days ago when I was doing Uber at night, because you know the car has AC, so I'm not worried about wearing it in the dead heat. Don't wear this in the dead heat, by the way. Every person that walks in from all walks of life, is that you or is that the car? Because it smells amazing in here. The exact words, and it definitely has that you know, that floral, powdery, but masculine, perfectly done fragrance. This right here goes head to head with Le Male. Okay, Ferragamo F Black. You get this for probably $24 online, 100 ml. Come on, you guys, you can't go wrong. 8 hours plus on my skin. All right. Okay, so one that really surprised me, and now we're gonna start on the list. My top 5 affordable date fragrance list for 2020. One that's new to my collection, and that is surprising me, and it smells like a really, not expensive, but you know, I'll show you when we were talking. This one is a great combination of both situation. Either if you want to go to the club, or if you want to use this on a date, it goes hand to hand with both of those. And that's Hawas for Him. Hawas for Him. I was smelling it yesterday. I'm like, what does this smell like? It smells like something that I know or I recently got, and I knew it, and I looked, and it has similarities stronger with you. This is, instead of paying, I think this is discontinued. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But this one still ran me about, I got this for $80, but it goes for $100. And especially if it's discontinued, people charge these like absurd prices online, 200, even 250, $300 for a fragrance that used to cost $80, $90. So this one is a great buy. $40. I got this one for $44 online. You might get it cheaper, or you might get a little bit expensive. Either way, don't pay more than $50 for this, but it's still a great fragrance. This is, I think, the one that performs most on my skin on this list. Not to say the other ones don't perform. The other ones perform real good. They do their job, but this one is just like the whole night, all the way to the morning. This screams out, I want to go out on a date, stay with you, hopefully get lucky, wake up, party some more, and don't go home till 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what this screams out. All right, that's Hawas. Another one, a great one. That's just a boozy, just a caramel like creme brulee with saffron. I don't know if that makes sense with you, but it makes sense in my head because after smelling this. And this one is Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct Extreme. That now why I put this on my list. It smells good as shit. Number one. Number two, they have a shit ton of them in TJ Maxx and Marshalls right now. So better go out there and get them because this is a great fall fragrance too as well. Not only for dates or whatever, but whatever you feel like going out on, when it gets festive outside. You know how they have Oktoberfest, stuff like that. This is great for fragrance for those kind of outings, right? So $24, 100 ml. This gives you 8 hours on your skin. Well, it gives me 8 hours on my skin. You cannot go wrong, and highly recommended because I'm seeing less and less of them. So go and buy two. Again, $24.99 is really nothing, at least for me. I don't know about you, but hopefully it's not a lot of money for you. But they do have the smaller one, which is $19, and that's the 50 ml. But it doesn't make sense because you can pay $5 more and get a whole 50 ml extra for that. So again, I will leave the note breakdowns for these fragrances if you want to know more about them. Okay. All right. One that doesn't get there was a little hype about it a year ago, but then it just turned into a fossil. Like nobody talked about it. Here and there you probably see it once in a blue moon, but I haven't seen anybody lately. And that's Roberto Cavalli Uomo. This one again, oh my god, this reminds me of Ferragamo Uomo Signature and Caroline Herrera Privé and a touch of YSL L'Homme. But this is just a dark, you wear this out on a date, it will help your chances of whatever you want to accomplish with the girl or with the guy or whatever you're into. This is if nobody likes this, something is wrong with them, honestly. I wore this on a few dates, and just women, they smell me when I walk up to them, because I make sure I spray. When I'm going out on a date, I spray 8 sprays. I go crazy because I want to just make sure on a regular day, or if I'm just going out with some friends, I do 4 or 5, but I would do 8 when I'm going out on a date. So within that 1 hour to 2 hour mark, this is where this really shines. So you got time when you spray to get with her. She's going to know you. This is just a seducer, you guys, and look into getting it. $35 for 100 ml. Another one that really doesn't, there was a little hype about it because it was a new release, but it just faded into history. And this is going to be my signature scent, and I'm going to wear it more often on dates. When I'm going out, on dates at nighttime or when it cools down or whatever. That's Halloween Man X. This one is 1 million. You got a little touch of 1 million, a little touch of the Stronger With You, because sometimes that sweetness and that little booziness, and what's the other one? And Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature. 125 ml, $30. 8 hours on skin, at least 3 hours projection. Come on, you can't go wrong. Again, notes are gonna be in the description. All right, last but not least, this is Lady Killer. and no pun intended, because this one looks like a gun. That is a Zero Wanted by Night. This one is, I see it sometimes in the I see the other flank, the regular one, but I'm starting to see these in the rack stores a little bit. But this stuff is so good that it's still selling in department stores. You can go right now and they still want, so just go online and get it. I got mine from the buddy of mine that owns the fragrance shop for Perfumes de France. Shout out to him. His store is in Tyson's Corner. If you He specializes in like niche and stuff. If you're interested, he has really good deals. I'll leave his information down below. But this one is just, this one I would say they still talk about it. This is better than the original, which hardly happens. Everything that's like comes after the original, or is part two of a movie or part three or something, they suck. Always the original. But this one, the second one, was better than the original of this fragrance. I don't have to talk about this fragrance. It's popular, you know what I'm talking about. But if you already have this, then look into get this. But definitely try this out. This is a great fragrance. And I didn't get to it yet because it's a brand new bottle. I sprayed it a few times just for a test. But this is going to be my second signature scent for going out on dates, especially in the fall. Okay, so that is my list. I hope you liked it. I got 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, and then 2 honorable mentions. You can own all 5 if you have $150. You'll be set. That way you can switch around, because even though they're all in the same category of fragrances, all of them are different. They're special and different in the same in different ways. All right, like, comment, subscribe, you guys, and I will see you on the next. Much love. Take care. Peace.
Time and the place, baby, it's not right. It's not right, no.